I'm here poolside with swimming and diving head coach Pat Mead. Coach, you guys had your first conference meet this past weekend. How did each team perform?
The women did okay. We were looking maybe for some more people to perform at a little bit higher level, but we won the meet, so obviously that was the goal. Every time we go to a meet, we're looking to win it. But I think we were looking to have a few more people really be a little bit more active in scoring at the meet on the women's side. And on the guys' side, it was a little disappointing. We did not perform as well as we had the weekend before. We got to fix that before we go up against Georgetown next weekend. So we took the positives and figuring those things out in practice, and hopefully when we swim Georgetown, we'll be a little bit sharper on the men's side.
Despite some of the faults your team had, were there any standout performances?
Yeah, Victoria Osland had a really good meet. She swam very well. Carrie Zarnecki had some strong swims individually. And Caitlin Burke did a great job. She won all three of her events. We had some other people that may have kind of stepped up here and there, but on the women's side, those three people that really kind of got the job done for us. There were some other people. Megan McLaughlin, she had a really strong swim in the 200 breaststroke. There were, again, some bright spots, but if we're going to win a championship come February, we need to have 18 women really kind of being active. And on the men's side, I think the biggest thing that we got from the meet is, our freshmen definitely got exposure to a real college format. And in talking with a lot of them the following week, Monday and Tuesday, after talking with them, a lot of them were mature enough to admit, they let their nerves get the best of them, and they're coming up with strategies on how not to have that happen again next time we compete. So you look at a positive, there's a positive, that they've recognized that, they're mature enough to actually recognize that they're capable of doing better and that they should be doing better. And so that's really the biggest thing we take away from the meet.
So you're taking some positives, some negatives away. How satisfied are you so far with each team's progress?
I think progress in practice is, we're moving in the right direction. As our first official meet, we've got Georgetown next weekend. I'm hoping to see some of the people that have been doing some standout things in practice this last week have that transpire to some better performances when we compete against Georgetown.
You mentioned Georgetown. That meet comes next week, October 22nd. You guys have had 2 weeks off. How do you prepare differently for 2 weeks off compared to, say, 1 week, or when the season is a little shorter, you have 3-4 weeks off?
The breaks in between meets are for our sport are critical. Having a meet every weekend is not an ideal scenario because after a competition, you need to come back and really try to focus on the things that you did well and continue to improve on those. And then for the things that we didn't do well, you got to come back. And with swimming, in order to make a correction, it takes a good week to 10 days before you start to see the benefits of that correction and the work that you've put into trying to make that correction. So we're not really doing anything different with our training. We're continuing with a long-term plan. But I think that having the meet next weekend, it'll be, I think our men will be hungry for it. And, on paper, we match up pretty well with Georgetown, so I think that we'll have some close races there. And on the women's side, we'll be able to have more and more people maybe swim some different events that we haven't seen them do yet, which will give them an opportunity to see how versatile we really are this year.